got everything built I wanted to do apart from making a broom. I tried to strike a flint on the back of my carbon steel knife. It wasn't really that great, but I've done it before and it actually does work. But I'm not going to make a fire anyway. So I've just got all my setup done, got the table made. Getting through the old Merlot, and when you get that far through the Merlot, you don't really care about what's going on around you. So I shouldn't have any problems sleeping tonight. Not that I do anyway, but the last couple of times I've slept in a hammock, I don't know if it's what I've ate or what I've drank. I had to get up quite a lot to go to the toilet. It must either be the way I'm lying or what I've been eating and drinking. So my last hammock broke. This is a replacement I got off the company. Yeah, it's not good, is it? It didn't break through the fault of the hammock. It's probably what I was doing to it. But I can't say that because I told them it was the hammock that was to fault. So I'm going to slowly drink this because I don't want to get out of it. I mean, it's only about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I'm going to change into my Crocs. Get in and out of my hammock without having to put my feet in there with my boots on. I've got my German power boots on at the moment, and they're dirty, so got to get out of them. That's my MTP basher tire, which will be going on the floor as a ground sheet, because I don't like to step out into the mud. You know, it's a bit of glamping. If you can carry the weight, you've got to do it, ain't you? I mean, if I had to do it, and I had to step into the mud, I'll do it. But I don't have to, because I can carry it. I've got to have something a week later, but that'll probably be later, before it gets dark. I got a head torch, but I prefer not to cook in the dark. I mean, it's only heating up a bit of curry and some rice. It's not even cooking, is it? I mean, come on. I tell everyone this, it ain't cooking. I've made a chicken curry from scratch before in the field, and that's not hard, but I didn't want to push myself on this. I just want to have something simple. Got some bread, rice, curry. Got some snacks. Tell you what, you can't go out without this. Charge pack, brilliant charge pack. Easy accessories, really good. All the videos I make are done on my Samsung S6 Galaxy. I was using a GoPro alternative, it was like a Vivitar, but it just, the picture crap, it's crap. So I'll just stick with the Samsung now, that's a good quality. This is the front video, it's only 5 megapixels. The rear video is full HD, really good. It's, I don't know what the megapixel is, 16 I think. Got a washing line up, I can't see. Trying to dry that shirt out, just sweating in there. Keep everything off the ground, that's the idea, because the ground is wet, and if you're in the sun, or the area is in the sun, it'll dry out, but we had a lot of rain yesterday, so everything's wet at the moment, everything's damp. You've got to keep everything off the ground, because it just leach back into your kit, and just wet it up. So, I'm just going to sit here, have a couple of drinks, do some cooking. I think I'm going to have a good night, you know. All this solo camping, alright then, I've been here before. This is a site I come to, you know, it's a regular site. I've got another site, the barbecue site, but that one is a little bit more accessible. This one is deep in the wood, and there's no paths. You've just got to tramp through the wood to find us. And I have seen people here before, but I haven't, just once out of a year I've been coming here. So I'm pretty confident I'm not going to see anyone, and if I do, I will talk to them. I'm not going to let them just walk past, because I don't want them to go off and start reporting me. I'm going to tell them I do bushcraft, tell them about my videos, and tell them I just do an overnight camp, and leave it as I found it, apart from, well, see, the stuff that's here, I found here. I haven't brought anything into the wood. This is stuff that was left here. I've just scavenged it from the area and used it. I don't see anything wrong with that, because it's not me that's brought it here. Obviously I'm going to leave my table built, but it is wood from the wood. All I've just used jute twine, and jute twine is a natural product. I mean, if this wants to be dismantled and thrown and scattered, it can easily be done. And if we ever stop using this site, we'll probably do that. Well, over time it'll just rot out and fall off anyway. And that tree that's down, that we made a bench out of, just over here, that was down when we got here. In fact, that tree that's down we made a bench out of is the only reason, and this open grass area, why we stopped here and made this our campsite. This is why we're here. This is why we stopped here. Because we found an opening, a tree down to make a bench. It was just perfect. So this is my first solo, and I feel really good. This is where it's at. A fell wanderer, Bigfoot might turn up, but this is where it's at. If you ever watch my videos, Damien, this is where it's at. You started it off, and everyone's continuing it. Got a nice bit of sun there. It's going to go down to about 13 degrees tonight, they say. I don't trust the weather forecasts around this area. Every time it says we're always above it. I don't know where they're getting them from. I just don't know, to be honest. I don't know where the weather station is in this town. But where I live, it's always a couple of degrees above what they say. So I've got my underquilt. So I can't see my back getting cold because I did a test on it the other day. I was laying in it, in the hammock, with the underquilt on. I put my arm out, pulled the underquilt away from me, and within that much time my back was freezing. Put it back under, toasty. So it shows they work. And I made mine out of a poncho liner. Saw a video on YouTube how to do it. Detailed video, I should say. Just look up making underquilt out of poncho liner. It's not that difficult, but then when after you've done it, you think to yourself, the poncho line is 20 quid, the cordage 5 quid. I think it's about 30 to 40 quid to buy one. I don't know if it's worth making it, but I did it because I like to make stuff. That's why I did it. But if anyone else said to me, what about underquilts? I'd say, well, to see if you can buy one cheap, because they might not be into making stuff. But I'm loving this table. I think I've got myself a really good setup now. I'm really happy. I feel comfortable. You know, when you're comfortable to go somewhere and do something, you feel like it's just nice. Being comfortable. That's what it's about in life, isn't it? You could roll up somewhere, and some people might be, they're not happy, but they're just putting with what they got. But if you've got the motivation in you and a bit of know-how, you can actually make a situation better just from doing a few things. It took me an hour to build that table, and that's from sourcing the wood, cutting the wood, and then strapping it down. Well, it was simple stuff. Never wanted to build a fire today, I could build a fire. And you know what, when it starts getting dark, if it starts getting cold, I will build a fire. It's not difficult. I mean, I've got lighters, I've got flints, I've got everything I need to build a fire. Like I collected some grass before I even got to this site on the fields because there was dry grass. I mean, why walk past tinder when you've got tinder? Build a bird's nest out of that, you're great. You've got cotton wool. I'm on a roll. I've been picking up flints as well. So I can do. Look, I don't even have to pick up flips. Look at this. They're everywhere. This whole wood's full of flint. Nature's got it for you. You don't have to go looking. You can walk past it, you see something you like and it's a shape you like, take it. You see something that's not in the area you're in but you're passing it, take it. You know, you're not killing anything, you're just taking the natural resources and moving them to another location. I try not to cut down live trees. If I find a live tree and it's got a lot of, like ash, and it's got a lot of leaders coming off the base and they're straight, and I want to build something, I'll cut them off because they ain't going to kill the tree. I built this shelter here. I cut those off. I took 1 or 2 out of a bunch of 10. It's not going to kill the tree. You know, you just be sensible with what you're doing. Don't go around killing it. I don't kill bugs or animals either. You know? If I was in a situation where I had to survive, I would snare, I would shoot and I'd catapult. And I'd kill to live. But I don't. I've got a shop. I go to the shop. I'm doing this for fun. And if I ever had to do it for a real situation, I'd know what to do. But I don't kill unnecessarily. I don't need to. There's no squirrels in this wood. I've seen one in the whole time I've been here. It's an old wood and it's falling apart, to be honest. But it's a little bit of paradise for me. Escape. This is the I think it's a tumble dryer drum we found 1,000 yards away, and then just the other day we come up, matey Dave found a dustbin lid, and I said to him we need something to close the front off so when it's burning it slow burns, it doesn't suck too much oxygen in. And I said to my brother, we ain't going to find nothing in the woods, nothing like metal, you come back with this, look. Just provides, doesn't it? Other people's trash is what you can use. You just scavenge. This is the pile, log pile, chair, a rack for a bed. Everything we've left in this wood is here. That table's going to be left. I built this table. I've got a tabletop, which is, you can see it here, it's just this little wooden thing, it's round. It's got a couple of dowels in it, and them dowels fit into these holes here and here. And they make a table, that tabletop sits on that log, so we've got a round table. It's the bush bar. So if you've got your beers, your mates, get your bush bar out, get your beers on there, have a party. The only thing we don't have, I don't know why, we don't have a radio. I'm thinking about buying a little battery operated radio, so if we come up here on a Saturday night and we want to chill, don't forget we're a good mile away from anyone. The closest thing to us is a motorway, and that's half a mile away plus. You can hear it sort of humming, but we're in the middle of a wood and we're not doing any damage to the wood. Anything we cut is already dead. This wood's an old wood. If you only walk 300 yards in that direction, it's all new trees and they're all like really tight together, and there's loads of them. But the very top of it, we're on top of the hill, is old. And they are coming down, there's ivy on everything. So you can't come here in the wind, you get killed by a deadfall. Absolutely beautiful wood though. Right, I've rambled enough. I'm going to have another drink. It's where it's at! Right, I decided to make a net to go above my table. There's a table. And here's the net, the making of it. One long length of paracord, making a net. The net's finished. It's not the best net, but it's doing its job. There's table. There's the net. Yeah, pleased with that. It should last for a while. Right, I'm tucked up in the hammock. I'm going to call it a night. It's starting to get dark. And, final look about before it gets properly dark. Morning. It's just gone 6 AM. Well, had a half decent night. Slept pretty well, but there's not many birds. Remember once I was up here, it's so loud when the sun light came up, but there's a few. I don't know what's going on with that. Guess they've all gone on holiday. Right, got a boil on now. Not far off, it's about to boil. I started packing away, pack some bits away, got the ground sheet up. I'm not going to leave yet, but just want to get stuff tidied. I'm going to be rushing at it later on. I'll give you my thoughts on my first solo overnighter. Well, to be honest, it didn't feel much different to when I come out with the others, because we don't sleep right on top of each other. I mean, I normally sleep here, they sleep over there, or one of them will sleep over there. And yeah, I didn't feel that much different to my normal camping with the friends. But you know you're alone, but then you also know that you're alone. I mean, this is a deep wood, and if there's someone lurking about in here at night, they got some serious issues. And you can't see a thing, so it's unlikely. And we're far in, they've got a long walk. So yeah, as far as being afraid on my own at night, not really. No, I was quite happy. I like the dark. I like it anyway. I like the woods. And I like my own company. So if you're thinking about doing an overnighter on your own, and it's somewhere you're familiar with, I wouldn't say just roll up to somewhere you're not sure what the passing trade is like. Have a go. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You bottle it and you pack up and go home, or you just lie there and wait it out. I mean, obviously you need to get some sleep, and that's quite easy to do. I mean, I've only slept in the hammock 3 times, and I'm getting used to our positioning and moving now. When I first got in it, I found it difficult to move about, but now I'm trusting myself to just drag around and pull on it, because I keep on thinking it's going to break. But no, it hasn't. It's been good. So yeah, my first solo overnighter, been a success, and hopefully I'll have more to come. But you know, if the friends are coming out, they'll come out. But if they're all away, then this is how it's going to have to be. But yeah, it was good. Right, I'm going to finish my coffee, chocolate, and then take a very lazy pack down. I don't want to drive back in the rush hour. I've got to walk back to the car. It's about just under a mile. So I'm just going to chill. Alright guys, back soon.